Load the selected save data. Yes. September 7th, 10:00 a.m. District Court Courtroom No. 1. Judge, court is now in session for the trial of MS Maya Fey. Edgeworth, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Phoenix, the defense is ready, Your Honor. Phoenix, Miles Edgeworth. Phoenix, I'd better not show any signs of weakness today or you'll be on me in an instant. Judge M.R. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Edgeworth, thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, MS Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. Edgeworth, the prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. Edgeworth, and we have a witness who saw her do it. Edgeworth, the prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of his case, Your Honor. Judge, I see. Judge, thank you, M.R. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. Edgeworth, if we may call our first witness, Your Honor. Edgeworth, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Edgeworth, witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Gumshoe, sir. Gumshoe, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. Gumshoe, I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Edgeworth, Detective Gumshoe. Edgeworth, please describe for us the details of his murder. Gumshoe, very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Gumshoe, the body was found by his window here. Edgeworth, and the cause of death? Gumshoe, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. Gumshoe, the murder weapon was a statue of the finger found next to the body, sir. Gumshoe, it was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hands, sir. Judge, the court accepts the statue as evidence. Phoenix, they're still calling it a statue. Floor plans, the murder scene, the Fay & Co. law offices. Floor plans added to the court record. Edgeworth, now, detective. Gumshoe, why, yes, sir. Edgeworth, you immediately arrested MS Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Edgeworth, can you tell me why? Gumshoe, yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Judge, Detective Gumshoe. Judge, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. Gumshoe, as soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Gumshoe, there were two people there already. Gumshoe, the defendant, MS Maya Fey, and the lawyer, M.R. Phoenix Wright. Gumshoe, I immediately arrested MS Maya Fey. Gumshoe, why? We had a witness account describing her. Gumshoe, the witness saw MS Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Judge, the very moment, you say? Judge, very well, M.R. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Phoenix, why, yes, Your Honor. Phoenix, cross-examine what? Phoenix, I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Phoenix, hey, Maya just threw something at me. Phoenix, what's this? Phoenix, when my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness's testimony. Phoenix, she would bluff and press the witness on every detail. Phoenix, the witness always slips up and says something wrong. Phoenix, it worked lots of times. Phoenix, I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Phoenix, alright, let's give this a try. Judge, something the matter? Phoenix, no, Your Honor, I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Maya Fey's arrest. Gumshoe, as soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene.
Hold it!
Gumshoe, as soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Phoenix, who did you say you got a call from? Gumshoe, hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. Gumshoe, the call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Phoenix, okay, I pressed, not sure it did much though. Phoenix, right, please continue. Gumshoe, there were two people there already.
Hold it!
Gumshoe, there were two people there already. Phoenix, Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took? Phoenix, between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Gumshoe, right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. Phoenix, that's pretty fast. Gumshoe, our motto is Month's quick response. Gumshoe, that's how I got there before the killer got away. Edgeworth, indeed. Edgeworth, so tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Gumshoe, yes, sir. Gumshoe, the defendant, M.S. Maya Fay, and the lawyer, M.R. Phoenix Wright.
Hold it!
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure it was us? Gumshoe, listen, pal, your thumb act will only get you so far. Gumshoe, with her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair. Gumshoe, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Phoenix, well, he does have a point about her. Phoenix, she is pretty unmistakable. Phoenix, I should pick my points to press with a little more care. Gumshoe, I immediately arrested M.S. Maya Fay.
Hold it!
Gumshoe, I immediately arrested M.S. Maya Fay. Phoenix, why's that? What's your reason? Gumshoe, why? He had a witness account describing her. Gumshoe, the witness saw M.S. Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. Gumshoe, why? He had a witness account describing her.
Hold it!
Gumshoe, why? He had a witness account describing her. Phoenix, hold on just 1 second. Gumshoe, why? Yeah. Phoenix, if I heard correctly. Phoenix, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Gumshoe, huh? Gumshoe, did I say that to me? Phoenix, I heard you say it. Judge, you did say it. Edgeworth, you said it. Phoenix, exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? Gumshoe, WH what? Gumshoe, Miss May isn't suspicious and she sure isn't pink, pal. Gumshoe, well, I guess she is pink. Judge, that's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Judge, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? Gumshoe, Phoenix, I guess pressing can have its advantages. Gumshoe. Gumshoe, yes. Phoenix, stop. Gumshoe, sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. Gumshoe, there was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Judge, very well, Detective, let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. Gumshoe, after securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Gumshoe, I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Gumshoe, on it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Gumshoe, lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Gumshoe, also there was blood found on the victim's finger. Gumshoe, before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Gumshoe, how you like that? That's my hard evidence. Judge, Judge, before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Gumshoe, why, Your Honor? Judge, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? Gumshoe, I know, I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Judge, try to be more careful. Judge, very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. Gumshoe, after securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes.
Hold it!
Gumshoe, after securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Phoenix, and did you find any evidence? Gumshoe, now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Gumshoe, just listen, I'm getting to the good part. Phoenix, I got a bad feeling about this. Gumshoe, I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body.
Hold it!
Gumshoe, I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Phoenix, just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Gumshoe, oh, and who did write it, smarty pants? Phoenix, WH2, the killer. Miss May. I did. The killer. Miss May. Phoenix, well, it could have been a witness, Miss May.
Objection!
Edgeworth, hold on. Edgeworth, the witness was in her hotel room, not the office. Edgeworth, try pulling the other leg, MR, right. Gumshoe, yeah, MR, hit, pull 9-2, Al. Phoenix, hard. Edgeworth, well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Gumshoe, on it, the word body was written, fury and blood.
Hold it!
Phoenix, do you have proof it was Neil wrote that? Gumshoe, of course I do, Al. Phoenix, oh, he sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Gumshoe, lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's.
Hold it!
Gumshoe, lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Phoenix, what kind of test were these again? Gumshoe, what kind? Well. Gumshoe, I hear they take little bits of the blood, hemo. Gumshoe, Hermogoblins, Hobgoblin, Hermogoblin. Gumshoe, I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. Gumshoe, I'm no expert on blood tests. Judge, yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Gumshoe, TH, thanks, pal. I mean your honor, sir. Edgeworth, Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, why, yeah? Edgeworth, I look forward to your next evaluation, as do you. Gumshoe, oh. Phoenix, that was a mess. Gumshoe, right, where was I? Gumshoe, also there was blood found on the victim's finger.
Hold it!
Gumshoe, also there was blood found on the victim's finger. Phoenix, on which hand was the bloody finger, detective? Gumshoe, the right hand. Phoenix, she was right-handed. Gumshoe, nice try. Phoenix, oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Gumshoe, before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Attorney's badge, no one would believe I was me. Autopsy report, time of death, 9:05 at 9 p.m. Cause, single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. My cell phone holds a conversation between the chief and Maya. Press enter for details. Glass shards, the broken remains of a glass light stand, broken beyond all recognition. The finger, the murder weapon, looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry Butts. Wiretap, found in Miss May's hotel room. Receipt, the department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. Floor plans, the murder scene, the Bay & Co. law offices. Press enter for details. Attorney's badge, no one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry. Floor plans, floor plans, the top-down schematic depicts a rectangular room containing arranged furniture and specific signs of disturbance. The door is located in the upper right corner, hinged to swing inward. The long rectangular unit lines the top wall, while a large L-shaped desk occupies the upper left corner. Two rectangular sofas sit in the center of the room, angled slightly toward each other. A bright beam of white light projects from a window on the bottom wall, creating a trapezoidal zone of illumination between the two sofas. Several objects appear displaced on the left side of the room. A potted plant with spiky leaves lies tipped over near the L-shaped desk, pointing toward the center. Below the desk, a chair sits at an odd angle. Against the bottom left wall stands a T-shaped object, accompanied by a linear trail of jagged debris or fragments scattered on the floor to its right. Press backspace to close. Court record, evidence, 8 item. Gumshoe, before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
Hold it!
Gumshoe, before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Phoenix, Detective Gumshoe. Phoenix, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Gumshoe, sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. Phoenix, this isn't a movie, detective. Gumshoe. Phoenix, let's talk about reality, shall we? Gumshoe, I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Phoenix, don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down the name? Phoenix, especially the name of her own sister? Gumshoe, yeah, actually, you got a point, pal.
Objection!
Edgeworth, stop right there. Edgeworth, the witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. Edgeworth, the facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. Edgeworth, the victim told us the name of her killer. Judge, order. Phoenix, that didn't go so well. Gumshoe, TH, that's right, what he said. Phoenix, that's his whole testimony. Phoenix, okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Gumshoe, after securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Gumshoe, I found... Gumshoe, on it, the word bio... Gumshoe, lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Gumshoe, also there was blood found on the victim's finger. Gumshoe, before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't care. Mia's autopsy report. Time of death. 9
Objection!
Phoenix, Detective Gumshoe. Phoenix, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. Phoenix, you say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. Phoenix, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. Phoenix, that's really what you're saying? Gumshoe, WH, what? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Gumshoe, of course she wrote it. Who else could have? Phoenix, you have it backwards, detective. Gumshoe, be backwards. Phoenix, the victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. Phoenix, this is a report from your department, detective. Phoenix, immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. Phoenix, she died immediately. Gumshoe, but... Phoenix, no, but in your way out of this one, detective. Judge, order. Judge, the defense has a point. Judge, someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Objection!
Edward, M.R., Wright. Edward, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? Phoenix, W.H. when? The day of the murder. The day after the murder. I forget. The day of the murder. The day after the murder. I forget. The day of the murder. The day after the murder. Phoenix, it was the day after the murder. Judge, the prosecution's point being? Edward, that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. Phoenix, W.H. what? Edward, a second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Edward, this was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. Edward, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. Edward, I received these results this morning. Phoenix, no way. Edward, Your Honor. Edward, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. Edward, that is all. Judge, I see. Phoenix, damn you, Edward. Phoenix, I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Edward, why am I right? You look shocked. Edward, something you want to say? You're a sham, Edward. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. You're a sham, Edward. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. Phoenix, Detective Gumshoe. Phoenix, was I a fool to trust you on your report? Gumshoe, me, I wasn't, Edward, Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, Edward, I'm disappointed in you having the wrong report like that. Gumshoe, I'm sorry, sir. Edward, you are at fault, detective. Edward, this isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. Gumshoe, W what, B but side. Edward, Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Judge, you understood. The court accepts the evidence. Mia's autopsy report, died from a blow by a blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Edward, well, Your Honor. Edward, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. Judge, I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Phoenix, darn, this isn't good. Edward, the prosecution would like to call its next witness. Edward, this poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Judge, let the witness Miss April May take the stand. Phoenix, exactly what part of her is innocent? Edward, witness your name, please. April May, at your service, Wink. Judge, order, an introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. Judge, the witness will refrain from wanton winking. May, yes, Your Honor. Phoenix, this is not good. Phoenix, he's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Edward, tell us where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? May, I was like in my hotel room TV. May, I checked in right after lunch. Edward, and this hotel is directly across from the Bay & Co. law offices? May, that's right, big boy. Judge, please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness's account. May, it was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. May, and then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. May, the one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. May, and the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. May, but that girl, she caught up with her and she hit her. May, and the woman with the long hair. May, she hit a slumped. May, the end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy wink. Judge. Edgeworth. Well, Your Honor. Judge, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. Judge, I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Phoenix. W. Wait, Your Honor. Judge, yes, M.R. Wright. Phoenix, what about my cross-examination? Judge, I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Edgeworth, M.R. Wright, I understand you were MS Mia Faye's understudy, were you not? Edgeworth, you must know her techniques well. Edgeworth, her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Phoenix, H.A., how dare you? Judge, well, M.R. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. No thanks. Yes, I'm doing it. Phoenix, I will gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Phoenix, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. Phoenix, she has to have some weakness. Judge, very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Witness's account. May, it was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know.
Hold it!
May, it was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. Phoenix, why did you do that? May, why what? Phoenix, why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? May, oh well, gee. Phoenix, what? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. May, I sort of, you know. May, I have a feeling. Phoenix, well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Phoenix, maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Back down. Go for it. Phoenix, let's see how far I can run with this. Phoenix, surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. May I,
Objection!
Edward, M.R. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Phoenix, be badgering. Edward, you insist on dealing her with these trivial questions. Edward, I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. The poor girl. Judge, order. Judge, M.R. Wright, you have been warned. Phoenix, poor girl, what about poor me? Edward, you looked out the window. What did you see next? May, and then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
Hold it!
May, and then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Phoenix, the woman with long hair, that was Mia Faye? May, slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Phoenix, your thing. Edward, and the person attacking her? May, the one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair.
Hold it!
Phoenix, how do you know she was the defendant? May, well, you know. May, as she had a girlish physique, women know these things. May, look, I just know, okay? Edward, there was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Edward, the testimony is foolproof, Your Honor. Phoenix, he's right. Yep, he's right. I question the testimony. Yep, he's right. I question the testimony. Phoenix, hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. May, W what? Phoenix, Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. You're lying. Phoenix, are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? May. Judge MR, right, what's the meaning of this? May, yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Phoenix, okay. Phoenix, if you had really witnessed my client to my face. Phoenix, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. May. Phoenix, no one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. Phoenix, and I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Phoenix, however, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Phoenix, the testimony is bogus. May, but. Judge, still, we don't know if he was dressed that way the night of the murder. Phoenix, she was, Your Honor. Phoenix, I saw her. Phoenix, and so did Detective Gumshoe. Phoenix, what do you say to that, Miss May? May, or what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? May, I saw what I saw. May, I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Judge, Miss May. Judge, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. May, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'll be a good girl, I promise, wink. Judge, your testimony again, if you would. Phoenix, damn, I almost had her. Witness's account. May, I did see everything, I did. May, the victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. May, and the girl with the hippie clothes ran after her. May, and she hit her with that weapon, I saw it, I did. May, at that clock, the kid, the statue white clock, the thinker, I think. May, well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you, T.E.? Judge, I see. Judge, I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Judge, please begin the cross-examination. Witness's account. May, I did see everything, I did. May, I did see everything, I did. Phoenix, so you saw me then, too? May, of course. May, I remember that spiky hair anywhere. Phoenix, spiky? Judge, the witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. May, was I a bad girl? I'm Zoe. Judge, very well, continue. May, the victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. May, the victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Phoenix, is that right as in your right as you looked from the hotel? May, which hand do I hold my knife in the pen? May, right, it was my right hand, right. Edward, satisfied, MR, right, please continue. May, and the girl with the hippie clothes ran after her. May, and the girl with the hippie clothes ran after her. Phoenix, how convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. May, that's what you, I mean, that's what she was wearing. May, and her hair was all done up like a bun. Phoenix, sighed. Judge, what happened then? May, and she hit her with that weapon, I saw it, I did. May, and she hit her with that weapon, I saw it, I did. Phoenix, where did this weapon come from? May, she picked it up from the desk. Judge, I see, what sort of weapon was it? May, at that clock, the kid, the statue white clock, the thinker, I think. May, at that clock, the kid, the statue white clock, the thinker, I think. Phoenix, a clock. Phoenix, didn't this come up in another testimony recently? May, WL, don't look so sour, MR, lawyer, you can't win them all. Phoenix, no, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. May, at that clock, the kid, the statue white clock, the thinker, I think. Phoenix, her previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. Phoenix, so this was the testimony in her own words? Phoenix, time to press and squeeze the truth out of her, figuratively, of course. May, I did see everything, I did. May, the victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. May, and the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. May, and she hit her with that weapon, I saw it, I did. May, at clock, begin the statue white clock, the finger, I think. No, options, save load. Save, data. Load, save or load again, save. Slot 1, 2025. Slot 2, no data. Attorney's badge, no one would believe I was at Mia's autopsy report. Died from a my cell phone, holds a conversation between the G.
Objection!
Phoenix, this evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. Judge, how exactly are the evidence in the statement just now related? Phoenix, they aren't, are they? Judge, not at all. Health, 80%. Judge, options, save load. Options, sound. Options, save load. Save, data. Load. Save or load again. Slot 3, no data. Slot 2, load the selected save date, yes. May, at clock, begin the statue white clock, the finger, I think. Phoenix, for previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth. Phoenix. May, I did see everything, I did. May, the victim. May, and the girl with the hippie clothes ran after her. May, and she hit her with that weapon, I saw it, I did. May, at clock, begin the statue white clock, the finger, I think. Attorney's badge, no one would believe Mia's autopsy report. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Maya's cell phone holds a conversation between the chief and Maya. Glass shards, the broken the finger, the murder weapon. Looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock. May.
Objection!
Phoenix, Miss May. Phoenix, what you said just now was quite revealing. May, revealing. Whoa, you like that, wouldn't you, naughty MR lawyer? Phoenix, you just said that the statue of the finger was a clock. Phoenix, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. May, Phoenix, another person in much the same position as you recently called is a clock, too. Phoenix, and he was found guilty of murder. Judge, order. Phoenix, Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? May, lower.
Objection!
Edgeworth, the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. Edgeworth, the defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Judge, yes, of course, you will withdraw your question, MR, right?
Objection!
Phoenix, but questions are all I have, Your Honor. Phoenix, as you may recall, I caught murderers with these questions before. Phoenix, well, only once. Judge. Judge, objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phoenix, that was close. Phoenix, if he stopped me there, the trial would be over. May, what happens now? Phoenix, what happens now? You answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? May, what? TH asked. May, because I heard it. May, yes, I heard it say the time. Phoenix, so you've been to the law offices of Bay & Co. May, and no, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? May, I heard it from my hotel room. Hee. Edward, the law offices of Bay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. Edward, she could easily avert the clock. Judge, well, MR, right, are you satisfied? Phoenix, no, Your Honor. Phoenix, I can't give up now. Phoenix, I'm not satisfied because she couldn't avert it. It couldn't have run. She couldn't avert it. It couldn't have run. Phoenix, Your Honor, members of the court. Phoenix, it is inconceivable that the clock in question ran. It's empty. It's broken. The batteries are dead. It's empty. The battery is broken. Phoenix, I think it's broken. That clock's busted. Judge, you think? Phoenix, Jay, just look at it. Your Honor, please examine the clock. Judge, Judge, oh. Phoenix, see anything interesting, Your Honor? Judge, well, I'm not sure I would call this broken, but I doubt it would ring. Judge, this clock is missing its clockwork. Judge, it's quite empty. Judge, MR, right. Judge, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? Phoenix, it is as you can see. Phoenix, the clock was empty, it couldn't have run. Phoenix, therefore, is witness. Phoenix is a big, fat liar. May have fat. Phoenix, well, Miss May. Edgeworth, TSK. Phoenix. Edgeworth, quite a show you put on for us, MR, right? Phoenix, he knew the clock was empty, somehow he knew. Edgeworth, I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Edgeworth, indeed, the clock is empty, as you say, it can't ring. Edgeworth, however, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? Edgeworth, if it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Judge. Judge, that's true, that is a possibility. Judge, the clock might have been empty after she heard it. Edgeworth, and that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Judge, well, MR, right? Judge, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Edgeworth, oh, impossible, of course. Phoenix, I have proof. Edgeworth, W what? Phoenix, wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Phoenix, well, I was listening. Phoenix, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. Phoenix, the evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Press enter for details. Court records, evidence, 8 items. Mia's autopsy report. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Maya's cell phone holds a conversation between the chief and Maya. Press enter for details. Glass shards. The broken remains of a glass light stand. Broken beyond all recognition. The finger clock in the form of a statue. The clock spears have been removed. Made by Larry Butts. Wiretap found in Miss May's hotel room. Receipt. A department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. Floor plans. The murder scene. The Fay & Co. Law offices. Press enter for details. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Press enter for details. Mia's autopsy report. Died from Maya's cell phone holds a conversation between the chief and Maya. Press enter for details.
Take that!
Phoenix, take a look at this. Judge, that's a very cute cell phone. May, you have a girly phone. Phoenix, wait, this isn't my phone. Phoenix, listen. Phoenix, this is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. Phoenix, a recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Judge, order. Edgeworth, the defendant's cell phone. TH, this wasn't brought to my attention. Phoenix, perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? Edgeworth, grumbled. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Phoenix, I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Phoenix, let's hear the conversation. Phone, deep. Maya, so you just want me to hold on to the finger for you then? Mia, if you could. Mia, I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Maya, it's not working, that's lame. Mia, I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Phone, beep. Phoenix, Your Honor. Phoenix, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Phoenix, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. May, Phoenix, well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Phoenix, just how did you know that weapon was a clock? May, W.L. May, well, isn't it obvious? May, I saw that clock before. May, what store was that again? I go to so many. May, oops, I forgot. Wink. Judge, so the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Judge, does the defense have any objections? MR, right? Yes. No. Yes. Phoenix, the witness claims she had seen it before. Phoenix, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Judge, well then, let's see it. Judge, please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Presenter for details. Court records. Evidence. 8 items. Mia's autopsy report. Died from a blow. I have one object. Mia's cell phone. Holds a conversation with me. Flash cards. The broken remains of the finger. Lock in the form of a statue. Mia's autopsy report. Died from a blow. I have one object. Mia's cell phone. Holds a conversation.
Take that!
Phoenix, here is undeniable proof. Edgeworth, huh? Edgeworth, please. This is a court case, not some surrealist performance art piece. Judge, perhaps the defense would like to change its mind. Judge, please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney. Mia's autopsy report. Died from a blow. Mia's cell phone. Flash cards. The finger. Lock in the form of a statue.
Take that!
Phoenix, it's simple. Phoenix, this clock was never in any store ever. May W. Odd. Phoenix, a friend of mine made that clock. Phoenix, only two exist in the world. Phoenix, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. May, I am possible. Everything is sold in stores. Phoenix, Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. May, MMPF. Phoenix, oh, excuse is not on sale today. May, MMMRRRPH. May, or GGGGGHHHHHHHHH. May, what's it, the new porcupine head? May, that stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? May, she did it and she should die for it, die. Judge, WWO, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Judge, this is a court of law and the witness will remain calm. May, HRRRTH, HRRRH, HRRRO. May, that's silly me, run. May, did I, like, lose it? May, I guess I did, TE, win. Phoenix, that's scary. Judge, Miss May, let me ask. Judge, tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? May. Judge, oh dear. Judge, does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Phoenix, okay, this is it. Phoenix, yes, Your Honor, allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Phoenix, Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it. You have heard about it. You held it. You have heard about it. You held it. Phoenix, this is familiar territory. I'll just use the same approach as with Larry. Phoenix, Miss May held that very clock in her hands. Judge, MR, right, when was this? Phoenix, when she used it to strike the victim, when else? Judge, order. Judge, MR, right, what is the meaning of this? Phoenix, April May, you killed me, I say. Phoenix, and when you struck, the force of the impact made the finger in. Phoenix, that's when you heard it.
Objection!
Edgeworth. Edgeworth, TSK. Edgeworth, you truly are a work of art, MR, Phoenix, right. Phoenix, W, what's that supposed to mean? Edgeworth, it was you who just proved that the finger was empty. Phoenix, of course it wouldn't ring. Edgeworth, what's more, the witness has a rock-solid alibi. Edgeworth, Miss May. Edgeworth, perhaps you could explain to the poor misguided MR, right? Edgeworth, that you were in the hotel at the time of the murder. Phoenix says she can't prove it, she did it. May, it would be my pleasure. Phoenix, and no way. May, yes, May, MR, lawyer. May, didn't the murder take place at 9 o'clock at night? May, that's the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy. Edgeworth, incidentally, the bellboy corroborates the witness's story. Edgeworth, Erdo, she was not at the crime scene, rock solid. Judge, MR, right, you just made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman. Phoenix, sorry, Your Honor, that didn't go so well. Phoenix, but if that's the case. Phoenix, then how did she know the finger was a clock? Phoenix, wait. Phoenix, Your Honor, I figured it out. Phoenix, there is one other way Miss April made for the moment was a plot. Phoenix, one way alone, and I have proof. Judge, well, proof, you say? Judge, and the court will examine your proof, Wright. Judge, how did the witness know the thinker was a plot? Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Present me autopsy report. Died from a blow. My cell phone. Holds a conversation between the chief. Glass shards. The broken remains of a glass light stand. Broken beyond the thinker. Locked in the form of a statue. The glass shards. The broken remains of a glass light stand. Broken beyond all recognition. The thinker. Locked in the form of a statue. The clock's ears have been removed. Made by Larry Buzz. Wiretap. Found in Miss May's hotel room. Receipt. A department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. Floor plans. The murder scene. The Bay & Co. Law offices. Presenter for details. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I. Me autopsy report. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being. My cell phone. Holds its glass shards. The broken remains of a glass light stand. Broken beyond all recognition. Phoenix. This evidence reveals the truth of the matter. Judge, what does it reveal exactly? Edward, the mad delusions of the defense, perhaps? Phoenix, oh, bad reaction. Maybe that wasn't the thing. Judge, I'm afraid it has revealed a certain over-eagerness. Judge, let me ask again. Judge, how did the witness know the thinker was a plot? Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was. Me autopsy. Maya's cell phone. Holds a conversation between the chief and Maya. Presenter, glass shards. The broken remains of a glass light stick. The thinker. Locked in the form of a statue. The clock. Phoenix, this evidence reveals it. Judge, what does it? Edward, the mad delusions of... Phoenix, oh, bad reaction. Maybe that wasn't the thing. Judge, I'm afraid it has revealed a certain over-eagerness. Judge, let me ask again. Judge, how did the witness know the thinker was a plot? Me autopsy. My cell phone. Holds a conversation. Phoenix, the defendant's cell phone. Judge, yes, we've seen that already. Phoenix, take another listen to the conversation between the defendant and victim. Phone, deep. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Mia, well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Mia, again, what is it this time? Mia, it's the clock. Mia, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Judge, they do mention the thinker. Judge, but how would the witness know of this conversation? Judge, do you have proof that she knew of the conversation? Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Present me autopsy report. My cell phone. Hold glass shards. The broken remains of the thinker. Locked in the form of a statue. The clock's ears have been removed. Wiretap. Found in Miss May's hotel room. The thinker. Locked in the form of a statue. The clock's wiretap. Found in Miss May's hotel room. The thinker. Glass shards. The broken remains of a glass light stand. Broken beyond all recognition. Phoenix, wait, no, this can't be right. Phoenix, I can't afford any mistakes now. Judge, Wright, your evidence, please. Judge, do you have proof that she knew of the conversation? Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Me autopsy. My cell phone. Glass shards. The thinker. Locked in the form of a statue. The clock's ears. Wiretap. Found in Miss May's receipt. A department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. Wiretap. The thinker. Locked in the form of a statue. The clock. Phoenix, wait, no, this can't be right. Phoenix. Judge, Wright, your evidence. Judge, do you have proof that she knew of the conversation? Me autopsy report. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Phoenix, wait, no, this can't. Phoenix. Judge, Wright. Judge, do you have proof that she knew of the conversation? Me autopsy. My cell phone. Glass shards. The thinker. Locked in the form of a statue. The clock's ears. Wiretap. Found in receipt. A department store. Wiretap. Found in Miss May's hotel room. The thinker. Locked in the form of a statue. Phoenix, wait, no. Phoenix. Judge, Judge, do you have proof that she knew of the conversation? Floor plans, the murder scene, the fake receipt, the department wiretap, found in Miss May's receipt. Phoenix, wait, no, Phoenix. Judge, Judge, do you have proof that she knew of the floor plans, receipt, the department wiretap, found in Miss May's hotel room? Phoenix, have a look at this. May, hello, TH, Phoenix, I found this in Miss May's room. Judge, Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Phoenix, Miss April May. Phoenix, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. Phoenix, that's how you knew the thinker was a plot. Phoenix, am I wrong? May I?
Objection!
Edward, Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Phoenix, Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? Phoenix, the defense demands an answer. May, LRRRTF. Judge, witness, answer the question. Can you have her phone? May. Judge, Miss May. May, shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? May, you lawyer. May, it's no fair. All of you keep hanging up on me like that. May. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? May. UIR. Phoenix, that did it. The court scene, the real Miss April May now. Phoenix, now to deal the final blow. You did it, didn't you? Why wiretap? You did it, didn't you? Why wiretap? Phoenix, Miss May, why did you tap her phone? May. Phoenix, answer the question. May, do I have to? May, isn't this a murder trial? Isn't Tiffany tapping murder relevant? Phoenix, gosh, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Phoenix, Miss May. Phoenix, you were tapping the victim's phone. Phoenix, I hardly call that irrelevant. Judge, while this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Judge, well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? May, at the time of the murder. May, I was in my hotel room getting room service. May, how could I have killed her? May, if you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy. Judge, well, does the defense have anything to say? Phoenix, well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy as a witness. Continue examining Miss May. Call the bellboy as a witness. Phoenix, the defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. Phoenix, there's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. May, I think you've sunk in quite low enough already.
Objection!
Edgeworth, I object to calling the bellboy. Phoenix, WI, what's your reason? Edgeworth, because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. Phoenix. Edgeworth, however. Edgeworth, if you agree to one condition, I will consent to calling this witness. Phoenix, condition. Edgeworth, if Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy. Edgeworth, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, as she is innocent. Edgeworth, and thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for MS. My effect. Edgeworth, that is my condition. Phoenix, what? Phoenix, I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Phoenix, otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. Phoenix, what should I do? Accept the condition. Give up. Accept the condition. Phoenix, alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Phoenix, understood, I accept your condition. Edgeworth, HMPH. Edgeworth, fool, you fell right into my trap. Phoenix, oh. Phoenix, wait. Judge, very well. Judge, the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Edgeworth, I believe you're ready for the witness to testify. Edgeworth, he certainly does look like a bellboy. Bellboy, yes, sir. Bellboy, I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. Judge, that he said looks rather heavy, so without further ado. Judge, the witness may begin his testimony. Bellboy, very good, sir. Miss May's room service. Bellboy, I am the head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. Bellboy, I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Bellboy, he asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. Bellboy, I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Bellboy, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May, herself. Judge, I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Phoenix, alright, I'm ready, I hope. Phoenix, this is it. Phoenix, if I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now. Phoenix, Maya will be finished. Miss May's room service. Bellboy, I am the head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations.
Hold it!
Bellboy, I am the head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. Phoenix, what exactly is it you do at the hotel? Bellboy, why anything required of me, sir? Bellboy, I check in guests, I check out guests. Bellboy, I clean rooms, I make beds. Bellboy, I even deliver room service, sir. Bellboy, I check Miss May in personally. Phoenix, are you always so grim? Judge MR, right. Judge, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. Doughboy, I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May.
Hold it!
Doughboy, I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Phoenix, are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Doughboy, absolutely, sir. Phoenix, H, how can you be so certain? Doughboy, I checked Miss May personally, sir. Doughboy, not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. Doughboy, and then I saw them, and I... Doughboy, M. Doughboy, the point being, I remember her quite well, sir. Judge, yes, what then? Doughboy, she asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir.
Hold it!
Doughboy, she asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. Phoenix, 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Doughboy, yes, I confirmed that detail several times. Doughboy, she was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. Phoenix, 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. Doughboy, I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course.
Hold it!
Doughboy, I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Phoenix, precisely 9 o'clock, then. Doughboy, precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. Phoenix, how can you be so sure? Doughboy, Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Doughboy, oh, Doughboy, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Doughboy, something like that, sir. Doughboy, therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Phoenix, why would she be so particular about the time? Doughboy, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest Miss May herself.
Hold it!
Doughboy, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest Miss May herself. Phoenix, you are sure it was Miss April May herself? Doughboy, absolutely, sir. Phoenix, absolutely. Doughboy, yes, sir, as in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. Phoenix, how come you're so very certain? Doughboy, well, when I brought the room service, sir. Doughboy, SG, the guest, sir, favored me W with an embassy, sir. Phoenix, embassy, is that French for embrace? Doughboy is French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir, more of a peck on the cheek. Phoenix, WH, why would she have done that? Doughboy, I believe, perhaps, she was momentarily swayed by my grim demeanor, sir. Doughboy, it was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Phoenix, sounds pretty fishy to me. Phoenix, I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the Doughboy to remember her. Phoenix. Phoenix, it's no good, there's nothing there. Phoenix, is it? Edward, TSK. Edward, finally you understand. Edward, this Doughboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Edward, now. Edward, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. Judge, it was a bit tedious. Judge, the witness may leave the stand. Phoenix, I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Give up. Protest. Phoenix, wait, please wait. Judge, yes, does the defense have something to add? Phoenix, one last question. Let me ask one last question.
Objection!
Edward, Your Honor, I must object. Edward, this charade of justice has gone on long enough. Judge, now, MR, Edward. Judge, all right, MR, right, I'll give you one more question, that's all. Phoenix, okay. Phoenix, this is really it now, this is my last chance. Phoenix, what do I ask him about? Check in. Room service. Bed making. Check in. Room service. Bed making. Check in. Room service. Phoenix, please tell me again about her room service. Doughboy, again, sir. Doughboy, at exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. Doughboy, the guest that requested iced coffee, $18 was the charge, as I recall. Phoenix, I see. Phoenix. Phoenix, $18, doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Doughboy, why yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know, and we don't skimp on the ice, sir. Phoenix. Phoenix, what did you say? Phoenix, what did you say? Doughboy, or rather, quite. Phoenix, Doughboy, tell us the truth now. Phoenix, would someone else stay in the Miss May room?
Objection!
Edward, I object. That was objectionable. Judge. Judge, objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Double, yes, I see. Phoenix, why did you not mention this in your testimony? Double, well, sir, you didn't ask. Phoenix, nice try. Phoenix, that's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Double, yes, quite indeed. Double, it was the bears were there, MR, Edward, who? Phoenix. Double, he asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Edward, who? Edward, why you fool? Phoenix, I've done it, I won. Phoenix, Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Phoenix, correct? Double, yes, sir. Phoenix, and when you brought the room service. Phoenix, you didn't see that man in the room? Double, that's right, sir. Judge, Phoenix, your honor. Phoenix, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. Phoenix, in light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Phoenix, wouldn't you agree, MR, Edward? Edward, and who, MR, Wright, who is this other person? Phoenix, simple, it was Miss April May. The man with Miss May. The bellboy. Miss April May. The man with Miss May. Phoenix, the man who checked in with Miss May. Edward, who? Phoenix, your honor. Phoenix, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapped into the victim's phone. Phoenix, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. Phoenix, however, that does not clear the man that was with her. Phoenix, the bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. Edward, MI, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Phoenix, too late? Phoenix, I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? Phoenix, after all, it was you who did the presence of the other man from this court. Edward, who? Edward, upstart amateur. Edward, these accusations are ludicrous. Judge, enough. Judge, the court acknowledges the defense's argument. Judge, I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Judge, am I understood? Edward, yes, your honor. Judge, that is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Judge, court is adjourned. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby No. 1. Maya, MR, Wright. Maya, you were amazing in there. Phoenix, are really? Maya, I think I might be a newest fan. Phoenix, oh, I was just doing my job, you know, Maya, and again, that other attorney was pretty cool, too. Phoenix, Maya, that face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips. Maya, it sent shivers up my spine. Phoenix, if you say so. Maya, so what happened with me? Maya, do I get to go home now? Phoenix, well. Phoenix, no, I don't think so, not yet. Maya, oh, I see. Phoenix, but I got a great lead in today's trial. Maya, a lead? Phoenix, that man with Miss May, he's the key. Maya, oh, I get it. Maya, what happened to Miss May after that, anyway? Phoenix, I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. Phoenix, she's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Phoenix, anyway. Phoenix, this case is far from closed. Maya, yes, sir. Phoenix, I'm going to find out more about this man. Maya, do you think he was the one who? Phoenix, maybe so. Maya, sis. Phoenix, don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. Maya, I'm counting on you. Phoenix, I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. Phoenix, I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. Phoenix, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Phoenix, most of her testimony was all lies. Phoenix, in fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Made testimony. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Made testimony added to the court record. Phoenix, I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Phoenix, anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Phoenix, Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Save your progress up to this point. No, slot 2, 2025, 12, 29, 23, 29, 43. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Day 2, trial. Save menu opened. Slot 1, 2025, 12, 29, 18, 46, 04. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Day 2, trial. Overwrite the selected save. Yes.